So now here comes Lily Peterson. When you ask people around Oklahoma, they'll say we had about 3.5 new faces on the floor because Peterson has competed in it in the past as a freshman, but more of a full-time stay now here.
And she's adjusted this routine slightly from last year as well. Nice job on her front double twist. That's an E-level tumbling pass. The hardest skills in the gymnastics universe. Get the D's, E's, and F's in the alphabet. That's how we differentiate our skills. But this last pass for her is new this year. Changed it. Instead of doing a 2.5 twist, she does a double twist. Had struggles in warm-up finding her feet a little bit. Easy money on that one. Oklahoma puts a lot of emphasis on their leaps. Clean start for Lily. Did a nice job finding her feet to the ground here. It's hard on those blind landings and twisting passes to find the ground. Nailed that double twist as well. Great job on a newer skill for her this year. Here we go, Jason.
This is what you were looking forward to, the Sinners music for Ella Murphy.
Head coach KJ Kindler said she played this in the gym, and Ella immediately said,
I love it. I want it. I need it right now.
Great job on that first pass. Just the last pass left for Ella. All of Oklahoma's lineups do 2-pass routines. While we as an audience might want to see 3 passes, as a coach, it is smart to only do 2 passes. That means you're getting less deductions if you can make it up in leaps, which Oklahoma excels at. Nice job for Ella.
It's a beautiful routine, and Kennedy borderline turned into a movie podcast after chatting with KJ Kindler about Ella's floor routine for today and the Sinners inspiration, as we talked about, nominated for Best Picture. And KJ thinks it should win, and she thinks it should win a 10 in the routine for Ella Murphy. Maybe it will at some point, but that was a fun routine to watch. And see assistant coach Tom Haley there. He brings a lot of fire to that staff and fire to the floor routine for Oklahoma as Sharon Lee steps up here on the beam. Kamila Pavlak coming up now here on the floor. She's going to go up against her sister, by the way, next week. Natalia Pavlak, who's on Alabama. That'll be on SEC Network next week when Oklahoma squares off with the Tide.
I'll be there, Jason, and I can't wait to see that meet as well. When I talked to associate coach Lou Ball, he said that Kamila actually is capable of doing a full in on that pass right there. So well done as well on that double pike, but she has an E-pass waiting in the wings. They want to get her out here, get some meets under her belt before they debut that first. Kamila is a perfectionist, though. Did about 4 or 5 double pikes just in the warm-up. Wanted to make sure she was exactly correct for the competition. Looking good so far. You know, Jason, we talked about Oklahoma's execution. It's something that they excel at. And you see that in their leaps and their basics. They put a lot of emphasis on drills before they even start doing the skills over the summertime. And it pays off in the dance and in moments like this right here. Legs are completely extended. Have that scoop back. Judges want to see that front foot planted in the lunge. It's not a deduction step to the lunge, but they need to see the foot planted.
You hear so often that the Sooners hold their technique so well. We'll see what score ends up coming up there for Chesney Bennett. Meanwhile, Addison Feda continues her role in the all-around today, coming up on the floor.
And this first pass is new for her this season, Jason. Played around with it over the summertime, stuck and cleaned it up in the preseason. Had some issues with it in the warm-up. And a little stutter out of it there. Nice job actually recovering from that. You'll see her foot didn't keep the momentum going after the first skill. That is a difficult skill to connect out of. Nice close for Addison. Let's take a look at this first pass again. This is where that mistake was. You'll see her foot slightly stuttered and didn't get the rotation for the second skill. Had those feet in front on the 2.5 twist. Great job with this front double twist though. Right into the choreography, very clean.
We had so much fun chatting with Addison earlier this week. You don't think many things would be intimidating for KJ Kindler, but she said it was intimidating that Addison was coached by her parents her entire life up until now and taking over that role. As we see Gabby Van Frayen. And catching you up if you tuned in late. Oklahoma led by .625 after 2 rotations. Strong start though for Kentucky in this meet back at home today. Now Elle Miller coming up on the floor for Oklahoma, following the Addison Feda score, which as you see on your screen would currently be the one that you drop as the score shaded in gray. Out of the 6, as of course Mackenzie Estep will still come up after Miller in this rotation for Oklahoma.
And the music wasn't ready, so you just saw her exit the floor.
Gonna have to mentally reset here.
Head coach KJ Kindler does all of the Oklahoma choreography as well as mixing the music. Did a great job on Elle's performance this year. I really love her dance. a little short. You saw those feet were slightly behind coming out of that front 1.5 twist. Good recovery from Elle throughout the rest of that routine. Just that slight stumble out of this pass. Not this pass. This pass was awesome. Had that chest position just right. This pass, you'll see she came in just a little short. Watch those feet. See how they're behind her body a little bit. You want them directly underneath. I loved the control she had on that side flip. It's difficult to land skill sideways. You're losing eye contact with the beam and you're facing the crowd.
To the tune of "You Should Probably Leave" by Chris Stapleton. She gets the job done.
She said, okay, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go. Mackenzie Estep coming up here on the floor for Oklahoma.
This first pass is impressive to me. She does a layout into it. Tried to work out of it. Looked like her legs buckled a little bit on the first skill. Couldn't get that rise in amplitude we usually see on that second skill from her. This pass is difficult. 2.5 twists. Has to know where she's at in the air exactly. Finds it so easily. I like the way that Oklahoma dances out of their passes. Sometimes it looks uncontrolled maybe from other teams, but never Oklahoma. Just speaks to their clean gymnastics and technique. Wraps it well for the freshman. Had that slight fumble out of this. Feet were a little bit too far in front coming out of it. Really high on this pass though. Does a great job flaring her arms out at the right moment.
Last time today that we'll see the super impressive freshman for Oklahoma. The beginning of what's bound to be a brilliant career for Estep. Already 2 SEC Freshman of the Week awards.